and whether it's one of them that would have been using the full modality. And it is secure, and we have all the systems in place to facilitate and to ensure that we don't have any cheating taking place there. I would also want to add that there are opportunities for persons to view what the testing actually looks like on the website, so you can have an idea of how the test is administered electronically.
Yes, further to that, I just wanted to advise that I guess maybe some people are thinking that a candidate walks into the examination with and uses the computer provided, and that they may have access to notes and things like that on the system which they would want to use. And I just wanted to inform you that the e-testing system which we utilize includes what is called a safe exam browser. So when candidates log into the system to write the examination, the browser must be utilized in order to access the examination, and that browser locks the candidate out of anything else other than the examination. So that is one major way of securing the examination for the candidate.
Thank you. Tanika Garnett, proceed.
Good afternoon, everyone. Over the years, teachers in Guyana have been complaining about not being paid for the marking of SBAs. I'm not sure if other countries in the region may have had similar cases, but has this ever been addressed or any consideration ever been given to the teachers that mark the SBAs?
The marking, so thank you for that question. The marking of SBA is really a local issue. Since I have assumed the role of registrar, the personnel from the Caribbean Union of Teachers, they have raised the issue with me, but it is really a local matter as it relates to the marking of SBA.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any further questions?
Are there any further questions?
We have one here.
Okay.
We have one here that's just come through. So Neil Lala from the Caribbean Lifestyle Communications, Trinidad.
Okay.
If a student who is writing exams present with a suspected COVID-19 symptoms on entry to the exam, what will be put in place for them?
Well, as I indicated earlier, while we will observe the social distancing, the sanitization process, as well as the mask, we will still be governed by the national health protocol and observe what is required in the various national jurisdictions as to their own protocol for treating with such issues. Where quarantine is necessary, those facilities will be provided at those locations through the local registrars monitoring the situation. But certainly we would have to abide by the respective health protocols in the different territories.
Any further questions? One more question from Patrice Bishop from News Talk Radio Ghana. What would happen in terms of a power outage? Would there be a system in place if students are unable to complete the exam due to that reason?
Yeah, well, this. Sorry. There. Want to do it? You want me to take it?
I'm assuming the person is referring to e-testing. If the person is
yes, e-testing.
Right. So the system is set up also to if there is power outage, work can also be completed offline, and then it can be collected and uploaded at that time. So there are certain features that we have. It's not just totally an online process. There's the online total. Then we have as far as total offline mode. There are different modes of offering the e-testing.
Yes, and also I think in cases where we suspect high level of volatility as it relates to electricity, then we will actually try and have paper-based backup available to ensure students can complete the exercise or the examinations rather.
Thank you. Orson Picard, please proceed with your question.
Yes, good afternoon once again. This is just a technical question for the administrator. Will permission be allowed or granted on the YouTube page for download of this particular brief? Thank you.
Richard? Will they be able to download aspect of the press conference?
Yes, there will be.
Yes, I was told that yes, it will be available. Or if it is that you want a specific area of the clip, you can always touch base with our media department, right?
Yes.
I noticed that it is available via the YouTube page, so hence the reason I was asking, no?
Can you repeat that? What you said about the YouTube page?
I'm saying that it's currently being streamed on the YouTube page, so I was wondering if permission will be granted there for the download of the entire press brief.
Okay. Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. Sorry.
This question is from Jennifer Richardson. If a student is unable to write the exams due to health problems such as asthma or COVID, will they be allowed to write the exams at a later date?
We do have a standard policy to address students who are experiencing hardship, and there are protocols involved in how we treat with situations like those that will allow them to sit the examination at a later date. So there's an established protocol and policy in place to address that issue.
As we recognize that there are slight delays in terms of the time when the chats come through, we'll just wait 1 or 2 minutes. So if you have any further questions, please identify yourself. There's a question here from Julian Neves, Newsday. Have some facilities been put in place for students with special needs, such as the blind and visually impaired, to participate in e-testing?
Is that it? Or Dan? Dan?
Well, even before e-testing, we offered the use of screen readers for visually impaired. So that has now been facilitated even more by the e-testing platform. That is something we've always had in place for a number of years. The use of screen readers such as JAWS and so on, and candidates have been using those.
Thank you. A question from Andrew Chisholm, TVJ. Can you indicate which countries have agreed to the July exam?
As I indicated earlier, COSUD is one of the governance bodies of CARICOM, and they would have communicated that there is consensus on the July examination. I cannot and I would not be in a position to speak to the countries or the territories that really supported or did not support the consensus arrived at.
Patrice Wishart from News Talk Radio Guyana. If the COVID-19 cases increase in particular territories or the economic constraints become severe, is CXC prepared to push the date later into the year?
Well, certainly if there is continued worsening of the situation that caused all member states of CARICOM not to be able to write the examinations, then this is something post-study education is prepared to reconvene and address the issue going forward. But as it is right now, everything is still predicated on the fact that we are in a position to offer the examination.
Okay, if there are no further questions, I'll hand over to Dr. Wesley to say his final comment.
Okay, thank you very much, Richard. I just want to point out that, this issue is really a sensitive one at this time right across the region. There are several issues to balance, several competing interests, but at the end of the day, it is important that our candidates are given the opportunity to take advantage of the different processes or the different opportunities rather that will come for them to avail themselves of. It is therefore critical that as a regional organization that we take note of what is happening and respond accordingly. Our response at the Caribbean Examination Council is one that seeks consensus on the activities that we execute and one that is very mindful of the issues as it relates to our candidates and what is in their best interest of all stakeholders possible. COSAD would have given us the approval required for us to administer the examinations in July, and we will seek to do so in a very safe and healthy way to ensure that all our stakeholders are not exposed unduly and at the same time do have the opportunity to make use of the opportunities coming to them, whether through higher education, employment, or even remaining within their own schools for further development. It is critical that whatever we do, we minimize the disruption as far as possible to the education system. I want to thank you all for participating this afternoon. I thank my colleague, Nicole Manning, and Mrs. Diane Medford for joining us, Dr. Carol Granston, Mr. Rodney Payne, as well as Mrs. Armstrong Muller in supporting our communication team. Thank you all, and I wish you all the best during this trying time and unprecedented time within our region. Thank you from the Caribbean Examination Council.